Nigga Tim got kicked out of the wedding for throwing cooked rice.
Willie, JayWheelzz.
Hey.
My people use you as a rickshaw. That's crazy.
Jay had a dream he could walk and woke up in a handstand.
You got the worst body, but he can't walk.
Hey, when I got here, that nigga Tim tried to install a Nas kit on my chair.
That's right! Jay's stomach get dirty when he shoot dice.
That nigga Craig got a harmonica underneath that hat. That nigga David got his outfit from H&M and M's.
That nigga lost the fight to a monkey on crutches. Only way Jay can tap dance is if you put shoes on his hands.
Coming from a tap dance coach.
What's up, you guys? Thank you so much for joining us on this JayWheelzz memorial right here on All Deaf. First, I want to say JayWheelzz was probably one of the funniest people I've met, and going through what he had to go through, being in a wheelchair, he never had a sad face. He was always happy about stuff. I'm glad you guys joined us here because we just want to pay tribute to a funny dude who could take a punch and gave punches as well. If you guys want to donate to the family, his Cash App is listed below. It does say JayWheelzz Memorial, and that's wheels with 2 Z's. So make sure you send it to the correct Cash App. Help his family out as they're dealing with a tough time. Death can be kind of scary. It can be a little bit sad, but we want to take this time to bring the joy into what has happened here. Throughout this memorial, you'll be hearing from different roasters on Roast Me, giving their thoughts about JayWheelzz and how he contributed to Roast Me. So thank you guys for joining us. One thing I do also want to say is I remember when he first hit me up on Instagram and he said, I'm not sure, hey, I really want to be on Roast Me. Can you help make that happen? And at the time I was producing it. And I remember going to Pat and saying, Pat, I mean, I don't really know how to say this, but this dude in a wheelchair wants to be on Roast Me. Yeah. And Pat was like, look, if he wants to be on Roast Me, he has to take these punches and he can give them back. But we're not going to cut him any slack because he's in a wheelchair. And I remember telling JayWheelzz that so yeah, they're not going to be nice to you. And he was like, oh no, I don't want them to be nice to me. No. I don't want them to cut me any slack. I want to be on Roast Me because I deserve to be. And I don't want them to hold any punches back because I'm in a wheelchair. I need them to treat me like everybody else. And I was like, all right, bruh, well, come on through. And he came on and he killed it. So that's the kind of spirit that JayWheelzz had. And, if you feel it in your heart, donate to his family, help them out, bless them. And the Cash App is on the overlay so you can help them out. So here's a video that the family provided for us. And we just want you to see some clips from JayWheelzz.
A lot of people told me I couldn't do certain shit being in the situation I'm in, bro, and I ain't never really listened to it, you feel me? And and I'm still trying to get where I want to get to, and I'm 29. So, you know what I'm saying? So you can definitely do whatever you want, G.
Man, you successful, man.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, we're back with some of our roasters here. We got Pat, we've got CP, and Craig Smith. Now, you guys, what was it like? I mean, talk to me about what it was like to be on set with with JayWheelzz, especially the first time?
Well, can I say something? Okay. First of all, season 3, JayWheelzz came on, and season 3, I had a job that I was like working off and on, so I couldn't make every episode. And so when I saw the episode with JayWheelzz on there and how he was roasting everybody, I immediately wanted to roast him. He became like on my list. I'm like, oh, buddy don't want no sympathy. You know, he's the kind of person that's gonna take it and give it. I got these wheelchair jokes I got to dust off that I never only use in my mind. It was like, it was one of those things where I was amazed at what he was doing based on the position that he was in. And then that was just from afar. So now let's fast forward to what it was like to be on set, roasting him, or getting roasted by him. It was dope. I took it as a challenge. I think that, JayWheelzz had an advantage in that he knew that only a savage would roast him. And so JayWheelzz was very skilled. And so what he would do is he would kill you. And then you in a conundrum, like, should I roast it, nigga? Should I not roast it? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And he was just, he was so happy to be there. It was so dope to meet him because, like I said, for a whole year, I had been watching this guy. Him and like people like Dontario, who I had never got a chance to roast, were on my list of people. And, to be able to roast with him twice, to hook up with him in DC. Funny story, him and his homeboys rolled up on me at my show. I had a show at the Comedy Loft in DC. And so JayWheelzz rolled up on me with his boys, and they had a van, right? Of course, he's in a wheelchair, but this wasn't no wheelchair van. This was a van. This was like the Scooby-Doo van. Like, this was like his homeboys' van that they took the seats out the back and just made it. And that's, to me, I didn't say nothing about it, but it was just like, that was kind of like what his spirit was like. Like, yeah, I'm handicapped, but I'm not handicapped. You know what I'm saying? It's like he did it his way. It was no sympathy in it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, lift him in the truck, get him. It wasn't like, he never felt that. And after a while, the wheelchair was invisible to you. You know what I'm saying? He was just very short and sitting down.
What about you, Pat?
Man, Jay was my dog, man. Like, roasting aside, he was just a beautiful spirit, like it was dope because like even before the cameras rolled, he was hitting us up, like praising us for the show, asking to be on. When he finally came out, he was, he had us take him around the building, show him the set to great taste, everything, taking pictures. Like, he was really, really like a dope dude. And my favorite thing about Jay is he was fearless, like someone in that position. I don't know how he grew up if roasting came about, because he made it seem like from his page, he was always roasting at school, either defending himself or getting on people, whatever it is. So for him to take that and believe in himself, he believed in himself more than like mostly people believe in themselves. Like he first of all, Roast Me is the scariest show ever. So the fact that
to be there, yeah.
The fact that he saw it and was not only like, I could do this, but I'm gonna be honest, like All Def, we didn't have the money to be flying people out. We were just like, yo, we would love to have you on, but I don't know if we can afford. He said, man, I don't care. I'll go up there myself. He came down, he brought his people. He was super dope. Like Meg said, we were kind of hesitant at first because we were just like, would this come off the wrong way? And he made the show better. He really made the show better because he kind of took it to another level. I remember when that show dropped, they were just like, yo, they got a dude in a wheel. They're making fun of a dude in a wheelchair. That was the thought when you clicked on it. But then when you watched it, you're like, no, this dude is getting on them. So, I mean, I just have nothing but respect for Jay, nothing but respect for his family. Yeah, that was a good dude, man. Really.
Yeah, real quick before, because I know him and Craig was real close. I want to say this too, and let me know if y'all agree. JayWheelzz being on there made it sport, and what I mean by that is it showed that like this is not a discriminatory sport. This is not a mean thing. This is about creativity. This is about being quick on your feet. Well, you know what I'm trying to say. But this is about really, so him being there showed that, like this, it was special for Roast Me to have him on there and have him do what he did because of what that meant for the show, what that made our show. It turned it into, we're not just bagging. This is, this is like, you have to be skilled to be here. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, Craig. What was it like roasting him?
Oh man, it was beautiful, man. I always thanked him for the opportunity to help me think outside the box. You know what I'm saying? Because my goal when I roasted him would be to say something that was genuine but not real surfacey. So he just made me dig and be more creative and think in 3D, and I really appreciated him for that. So we got pretty close after the show. We had, long talks, hours on the phone. And so I kind of knew his heart, so, I'm disappointed that he's gone, but at the same time, God has a plan for everybody. So you just got to kind of embrace death the same way you do life. None of us want to go, but we don't choose when it's our time. So, I just learned a lot of things from him, and so many things, man. Like when you look at somebody that's in that situation, you tend to think you kind of know their story, And when I found out that he wasn't always in that chair and the circumstances that got him into the situation, it made me respect him even more, because a lot of things that happened to him, weren't a product of his own mistakes or his own doing, So the fact that he continued to press forward and be the dude that he was really made me appreciate him. And I remember when he found out I wasn't coming back on Roast Me that last season, he was hot. He called me, cussed me out, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't know I had my own truck driving business. I had bills, man, so, I explained to him what I was going through and how it wasn't, anything, to do with the show. It was more than I got bills, like real man bills. And we had a real man bill talk for like 2 hours where he was basically saying, man, fuck those bills, nigga, go back to the show. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I really appreciate him. And I'm just mad we didn't get the opportunity to do the show together that we were supposed to do. We were supposed to do a comedy show in DC, but, everything that I do comedically, man, I definitely will have him in mind. And I'm definitely saddened, that I can't, build with him anymore. But, energy never dies, it transfers. So, he's always there, man. So if you can hear us, man, rest in peace, man. I love you, bro. And, it ain't over.
All right.
I just wanted to piggyback off of what CP said real quick about making it sport. Like, we tried really, really hard to make the show not come off as like mean-spirited. It's not a show about bullying. Like CP said, it's an art. It's creativity, and behind everything is like a huge sense of like love and acceptance. You know what I mean? To be able to point out somebody's biggest flaws that in regular conversation, they either are worried about, are they looking at that? Are they judging me for this? Like if they knew about this, or if I exposed this, would they judge me, or would they mess with me, or, like as a friend? And, that's why we had the little South Park text up front, like, this isn't bullying, don't be doing this at home, all that stuff. But like to what CP said, when Jay came on, I feel like that didn't get across more before Jay came off. What I mean? Like before it was like, I did get messages saying like, it's beautiful that you guys can roast and be like cool afterwards. There's a huge family environment. But when Jay's episode happened, and then once he became a reoccurring cast member, that's really when I started to see the audience see the show for what it was. They really started seeing it like the exact opposite of how we were afraid it would come off. And big shout out to his mom too. It was definitely a huge moment for people at All Def. The first day that JayWheelzz came, he came with a bunch of people. We didn't know who the people were, right? But we didn't know that his mom was there. I don't know, I'm glad we didn't, because I felt like if I knew his mom was right there, it's hard to make fun of anybody in front of their mom, right? So
cracking up though.
Right. After the show, she pulled us to the side and she thanked us. And she thanked us for not pulling any punches, letting him be on, letting him be himself in the environment that he loves, which is roasting and joking. And I'm just, first of all, I'm so thankful for his mom for doing that, because that made me feel like, okay, the show is going how we wanted it to. And not only that, right after that, I started seeing that same energy in the fans when they watched. So, man, thank you, Jay, for making the show better, and the channel. The channel's better.
People realize that he Jay was a hero for people in his position all over who Jay had a voice to be able to lash back. We were some of the meanest roasters out here, and Jay jumped in the lion's den and fended for himself. A lot of guys in wheelchairs and a lot of people who are in positions where they feel, like even maybe feel hopeless, or maybe it's like Jay showed, like, man, look, you get up and you go hard, and it's like Jay was, man, it's so special to think about. I think that in the moment, even the magnitude of it is not even really realized, but just to think about like what that meant for not only him, but for people watching it who maybe have felt the same way that he felt. That's so deep, man. That's
Definitely.
very deep.
Right.
He's definitely going to be missed.
Right, for sure. Okay, we have another clip. We've got some more roasters coming on. Let's go ahead and play that clip.
Let's start the show off right, man. Y'all give it up for JayWheelzz. The inside of his house built like a skate park. That nigga rolling everywhere around the house.
I didn't even do it. I was just right.
All right, man, coming to the hot seat all the way from the DMV. Y'all give it up for JayWheelzz. JayWheelzz.
Back it in. There you go. Back it in.
No, back up some more. Back up some more.
This nigga look like the Booty Meat Express.
Hey, that nigga Jay sat next to Santa on Christmas.
Hey, tell me what you want, fam.
Hey, Jay, them shoes ain't made for walking.
Hey, Jay been in LA 30 minutes. He already part of the Rolling 60.
That nigga Brent looked like a baby Zab Judah.
Man, that was good.
Hey, you pissed off 200 people on the way here on the bus.
Give it up for JayWheelzz. Give it up for JayWheelzz. Give it up for Wheels. I got you, brother. I give you a boost. You know what I'm saying?
You got a third wheel in the back. That bitch sweet as hell.
That nigga Brent dressed like he 1 year clean.
Hey, your titties long as the 405, man.
Brent, shut up, nigga. You just mad because we the same height and I'm sitting down.
All right, we're back. We're here with John Cia, one of our female comedians on the channel. And of course, Brandon Brody. He's been on Roast Me. John Cia, talk to me. You know his family. You know JayWheelzz family.
Absolutely.
Talk to me about him and his family.
Okay, first of all, I met Nikki when I started doing comedy. And
Nikki is his mom, just for y'all.
Nikki's his mother. Yeah. I met her 12 years ago when I started doing comedy in DC. And I started on All Def Digital, and Josh saw me. JayWheelzz, he saw me. He inboxed me, and we started talking. We started talking on the phone, and he was just like, "Man, I just want to be a part of Roast Me, blah blah blah. Who I talk to, this and that." And I was like, "Man, look, this is all you got to do. If you feel you can do it, you feel you can hang. Hit up this girl named Meg Scoop, okay? Don't tell her I sent you, because
he never told me that.
I was like, listen, don't tell her I sent you. Just hit her up, let her know, and she's gonna do everything. I said, all we gonna do, I'm gonna pray, and we just gonna make sure you just get on there. And all I know is, y'all, what people don't know is, and I'm going to say this to the Craigs and to the CPs and to everybody. What people don't know is we are dreamers. And dreamers help other people dream. And what you guys did was you helped someone fulfill their dream. And like Craig said, we got things going on that people don't know behind the camera, behind closed doors, that people don't know. And we got to keep going. We just have to keep going. We just have to keep dreaming. And I just want to give a shout out to every single person that's on All Deaf Digital, that we just keep going and that we become, you know, that y'all loved us, that y'all gave us a chance to become a family. And, you know, if we didn't start the foundation there, or if you didn't keep going, Craig, JayWheelzz would not have been able to fulfill his dream. And that's just one thing that I want to say to all of you guys, that even during this pandemic, people are watching us, people are dreaming through us, and people are becoming something. He became great. He became a part of the family because someone opened the door. And I just remember Kevin opening the door for me to the All Deaf Digital family. And I just remember wanting to quit so many times, but just having so many people to lean on. And JayWheelzz got to fulfill his dream. Like, that was his dream. And when he first came to All Deaf Digital, he was so excited, and how he just got to meet like the Pats and the people that, you know, the Tims and stuff that he watched. This is so many people's dreams, but the greatest thing is, like Craig said, we're all an energy. And you guys let this energy in, and he blessed us all. He is so dynamic. He's a dynamic person. He's never been handicapped. He was always in a wheelchair, but he's never been handicapped. He was one of the greatest pieces of energy to ever cross this world. And we are so blessed to even have him. And I'm just so thankful. And I just want to say to all my brothers and sisters, keep going, y'all. He showed us that, you know, we're here for a reason, and we in this.
Amen. All right, Brody, you were on an episode with him.
Yeah. You know what? And it was funny because when we all entered, like, I guess this is for everyone that's listening or watching right now. There's like a holding room that all the roasters we go into. There's snacks, and we kind of chill, and we just dialogue with each other, catch up. You know, we might have some little light roasts here and there, but no one's really throwing out their like their big guns right there in the room. And I remember we were kind of getting to know everyone. I remember that we were all sitting around the table, and Jay was in the room, and he was the new roaster. I didn't know who he was, but everyone's introducing themselves. And I remember on the call sheet seeing the name JayWheelzz, and I thought it was like, oh, this nigga got whips, he got cars, he got something. You know what I mean? I thought he had like some Freewell spinners or something, right? Didn't peep at all that dude was in a wheelchair, right? And then I remember then Meg was like, all right, everyone, let's go on to the set. Everyone got up to go to the set, and then this nigga just stayed on the same level and just kept moving forward. I was like, oh shit, this nigga's in a wheel. Oh, JayWheelzz. I get it now. And I remember going in there into the room, and I was like, the whole time, because I don't think I had that talk about just go hard. You know, I'm gonna come later, something like that. And so I was like, yo, like, are we, is this like a Make-A-Wish? Are we, like, what's good, y'all? Are we really roasting? Or are we just like, are we holding back? Like, what's good with this, you know?
Right.
Y'all know, I mean, people don't hold back on me for shit. You know what I mean? Like, they don't hold back on me. So it's like, I'm like, do I, like, what kind of game are we playing? And then we went in, you know, he kind of said, like, you know, I remember him telling me he was from the DMV, and so then there was love right there. So I was like, all right, any DMV person knows joning is, I said, so you be joning, right? I had to like say that to him, like look him in his eye, like, oh, you be joning? And he's like, yeah, I be joning them niggas out. I was like, all right, he knows what's good, you know, because like people all over the country, we don't have a unanimous, roasting is the most unanimous word, I think, that we've all kind of like, decided upon. Adjusted to, yeah. Roasted is, but like in DC, DMV area, we call it joning. And then, and as you know, they have roast shows like the Jeff Ross, you know, the roast. That's a different style of roasting. Like this is like the roasting that's on this show is the stuff I grew up on, the way we used to roast. I remember him saying like, yeah, I be joning too. I was like, oh snap. And then when the show actually started filming, I mean, he was just hitting them, bro. He was throwing them out. He was like, at first he was kind of like scoping the scene out, seeing what everyone was saying, seeing what, like, kind of like what everyone else was doing, just scoping out the flaws. And then every time he'd come out, it was just a banger, just a banger, just a banger. It was like a slow burn because we were all listening, waiting to see, all right, does he know how to set it up? And then as soon as he got to that punchline, it was always like a Craig Smith style, you know what I mean? So it kind of makes sense that Craig and them were talking. It was like that they would articulate it. You don't even know how funny it's about to be until it explodes at the end of the joke, you know? So, I mean, I love, you know, meeting him for that. And I think that he, like CP said, he really he's a motivating entity, man. Like you see this dude, you think that he has a disability, you think he has a handicap, and you see it's everything but it's his strength, it's his power, it's his superpower, if that be, you know. Where I'm sitting here, I'm getting roasted by acne, something that's my flaw, you know what I mean? That I'm like getting niggas, they're jumping me, beating my ass, because I can't defend against that, you know. And he has this whole thing, and he's ready. He's like, I'm in a wheelchair, I've been in a wheelchair. He's ready. Like the wheelchair jokes are gonna roll right off for him. He's gonna have like 5. You got to become more creative with that with him. So I really respect him for that. I love that I was able to work with him. I thank All Def. I thank the family for bringing us all together and really showing that this roast me thing is not. It's not about bullying. It has nothing to do with mean spirit. It's a camaraderie. It's a respect. It's a family. It's a unity, and it's a beautiful thing. And I say, roast in peace, my brother. Roast in peace, man.
That's good. All right, we have another clip. Some highlights of JayWheelzz on the channel.
Hey Jay, what's your real name? What's your actual real name?
Joshua.
You look more like
Jay. That's short. It's Jay. That's short for just a torso.
I know your name is Josh. Hold on. You talk too much.
That nigga said his name is just a torso.
Hold on. Okay. Jay, Jay, what's your real name, man?
Joshua.
Man, you look more like a William.
Jesus. That nigga Boo put Herbalife in his Mad Dog 2020.
This nigga shouldn't smell like 15 years ago.
Jay, when your mama get mad, she tell you to kick rocks.
This nigga use a grappling hook to get out the shower.
Hey nigga, you look like Fat King Griffey Jr. Shut your ass up.
Hey, this nigga body twerk when he laugh.
Hey, when Jay take off his shirt, when Jay take off his shirt, that nigga got a tan of a chair on the back of his back.
Hey, Craig, Professor X is speaking.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, when that nigga Billy get a haircut, he sit between his barber legs.
Nigga, you didn't need to sit between somebody's legs. Nigga, when you get a haircut, the barber sitting in your lap.
Hey,
hold on, nigga, I gotta get the back. Hold on, nigga, turn this around. Hey, nigga, you don't spin the chair, nigga, you spin the barber. Nigga, turn this way. Hey, nigga.
Shut your feminine ass up, nigga. When you and your wife fuck, she make you squirt, bitch.
Billy, he roasted the pants off of you in that clip.
Man, I miss him, bro. I miss him so much, man. He was a special guy. If you don't mind, I wrote a little something. I want to read it.
Mm-hmm. Hold on 1 second. We have a little technical difficulty. Thank you guys for. All right, yeah, we're back. If you guys feel like blessing his family, please hit that donate or go to donate to his family on Cash App JayWheelzz Memorial, and that's Wheels with 2 Z's. Yeah, bless them if you can. Just a little something as they pay for expenses with his burial and his funeral that just happened. So yes, Billy, in that clip, he just roasted you. Like,
Yeah.
like I felt bad for you. JayWheelzz roasted you so bad.
Let me say something, man. I'm so proud of him, man, and I'm proud of him even now, man. That dude was awesome, and man, it's what made him so special. I wrote a little something. I just want to read to him, if you don't mind.
Yes, go ahead.
It's cool. Okay. Golly, bro, I hate funerals, bro. All right. Jay, in my mind, I really can't believe you're gone. You know, hopefully you're walking around heaven, and if not, God's had a sense of humor. You're fucked. I miss you. You left so many, big shoes to fill, bro, and you left me with a lot of questions. And hopefully God can answer these questions. Like, why didn't he take Boo Capone instead? I mean, we definitely know Boo Capone's washed up. He definitely could have gone before you. We definitely could have utilized it. Why ask God, is Brandon Brody ever going to be funny? I mean, why does John Cena look like Faison Love? These things, I hope you can ask God. I know you're walking around heaven or rolling around, whichever one. You're still not going to get any hoes. I hope you think that this is going to change. It's not going to change, and it's forever. But I know you up there laughing and enjoying yourself, man. And I hope that my dad was there to greet you, and if not, my dad wasn't the guy we thought he was. Maybe, he's not there. But in my heart, bro, you had a heart of gold and the face of a Haitian cab driver. And I want you to know that, your feet might come back, but your face won't. And one thing for sure, man, we miss you, bro. I miss all the jokes. I'm sure if you were here, you would probably tell me I look like I'm about to go on a virtual speed date looking for my new husband, or that I don't know. You probably say something about my sexuality. Coming from a person who's never had sex, I'm sure it's kind of hard to think of a guy who's possibly having sex with both men and women. I don't know. It's just always the pleasantry of knowing that you're there. I mean, you missed Corona. You missed a lot of stuff. You survived, and you reminded me never to complain. You made me realize whenever I think that my life is tough, I realize it's people like you who are severe and strong fighters, and I envy the fact of your courage. I envy your boldness, and I envy the fact that you're never going to dirty up your shoes, and that your shoes are always going to be in nice condition. I say all these things to say I love you, brother, and I thank you for inspiring us all to be better people. I talked to your mom, and that we're going to try and do all we can to show her support, bro, and just know that you will be very, very missed. And hopefully when the day comes for me to leave this place, you'll be there to roast me into eternity, brother. I love you. I'm gonna miss you, bro. And yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
I mean, he can't even get a day off on the memorial, huh?
Nah, bro, he wouldn't have wanted that, man. He would have wanted us to send him off right, bro. We love you, man.
Brent, what was it like roasting with Jay?
Say what?
What was it like roasting with Jay?
Man, yo, that shit was crazy because I remember when we first met Jay, like the first time he came in, I was like, who the fuck, like who's this dude? And you always get people like always trying to, slap on us and get with us just on everyday stuff. And so to see this dude from around the country, he in a wheelchair, he just sitting over there, just sitting in the cut, you know what I'm saying? And man, I forgot he was over there, you know what I'm saying? He's over there just way over there, just banished over there by himself. Next thing you know, man, he wheeled his ass around there and just flamed all of us. I'm like, is this nigga been thinking about this shit for years or something to get us? Like he just flamed us, yo. Like I thought it was the dopest shit. Like, and it put the juices in, you know what I'm saying? Like it made it, we was already having fun. It made it even more fun, you know what I'm saying? So I just remember shooting with him and everything, and then talking to him afterward and everything. Like, dudes, I mean, he just, you really get to see like the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I know we believe in God and everything, but it's like, man, God got a sense of humor too. Like God, you know what I'm saying? Like he put his spirit down in people, and it's some people that's some legends, you know what I'm saying, walking around us and rolling right in front of us the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Like a real legend. Like he was shooting with, like we pros, you know what I'm saying? Dude would bust on us. I mean, Jay would hit me with some stuff. I go, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he did say y'all the same height, but he's sitting down.
You know what I'm saying? Like he gave me, so the coding thing, I remember I couldn't wait till the next time, because I remember thinking like, man, I was being all nice and stuff, trying to be cool boy the first time. The second time I seen it, it was like, all right, man, I'm like, I couldn't wait to light his ass up. Like I wanted it. Like I felt like there he is. Like, and it was just so fun. Dude was so cool. Then afterwards, I remember the dude. I had a club in LA that I was hosting at in the hood. That, you know, it was just our little workout spot. You know, going work out. But it was a live, full, sold out, you know, like hood club. And I remember dude asked me about it, man. Like he was dead asking about it. I was like, you for real? He was like, yeah, I do comedy. I was like, all right, Jay. You know, and I remember him showing up to the family room in LA, in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still looking at like, man, how the hell it's stand up? How the hell you gonna get? I can't pick your ass. Like, you fat and in a wheelchair. I can't get you up there, dog. Dude was dope though, man. Like he went up there, and I mean, I just remember watching it. Like I said, just the same thing over again. Like make you appreciate this gift. You know what I'm saying? That we able to share with the world, yo. Like it was amazing. Then to see him back in, you know what I'm saying, on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like just out there doing it already. Like you know what I'm saying? Like out, like he, you know what I'm saying? That was his thing. It was like, man, this dude is really, really for real with it. Like he ain't gimmick. You know, say one of them dudes that just, oh man, y'all ain't shit, roast me. You know what I'm saying? Clowning and shit. Like, nah, he really had it in his heart. And to see him do that, you know what I'm saying? It was like, man, this dude living his dreams, yo. Like, we all was a part of it, you know? So that's my little brother, man. I love you, man. I love the hell out of him still. He a part of that ass, right?
What about you, David? He threw some heat your way. I remember a couple of times watching it. You were just sitting there like,
yeah, Jay. I mean, you know, like at first when we started roasting him, it was a little hard because you know, like he in a wheelchair, man. You know, but after he hit you with 2 or 3, you like, man, forget this. I'm about to get this dude. I don't care if he in a wheelchair or not. But he was a dope dude, man. You know, despite him being in a wheelchair, he wasn't one of them like them goofy wheelchair people. He was dressed and put on fresh kicks that will never get dirty. They didn't even have to be his size. You know what I'm saying? He just put shoes. He just put shoes on.
even on your memorial, JayWheelzz, you get no days off.
So,
Tahir, what about you? I know you were in an episode with him as well.
I was just amazed at his spirit, bro. And I think a lot of our sentiments are gonna ring the same. I know I trip off of like gaining weight, or not grabbing a pair of shoes before they sold out, or not getting casted for this role that I really want. And for him to like push past all of his hurdles and still be happy and still enjoy life and still be super productive. He set the bar as to what you can do while you're here. He rapped, he roasted, he traveled, he hung with people. Like, he didn't let anything hold him back from living life. And I think that's something that we should all take away from this. Like, it doesn't matter what your situation is. It's not about how it looks, it's how you look at it. And I think Jay had one of the most beautiful and inspiring perspectives of life. He lived it. He didn't exist. He didn't cry, woe is me, look what's going on, all of that. He lived life. So many of us get caught up, even now with the quarantine, of what's going on, that we forget to live. We feel like we're just existing, like day by day. Jay lived his life, man. And he did it unapologetically. And that was the most amazing thing that I took away from our experience. Like, he would hit me up on Instagram, like, yo, big bro, check this video out. And I would go to his page and peep out everything that I might have missed. And he was never looking for a handout, man. Like, I admire that the most about people, not just Jay. People who aren't afraid to do the work. And if you give it a look over and you really vouch for them and just give them the head nod, that's enough for them. He was like, all right, well, cool, I'm gonna keep going, big bro. And that was so dope. You know what I'm saying? He didn't let anything hold him back, and he didn't use anything as an excuse as to why he should be given anything. He worked. And I respect that the most, aside of his talent of, being a great roaster and being a good rapper. Yeah. That was dope, man. I'm blessed to have met him.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so we have a video from Jay's mom to all of us at All Deaf, and also all of you guys watching.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nikki. I am Josh, aka JayWheelzz mother. I just want to thank the ADD family for such an awesome memorial that you all put together. Thank you for reaching out since day one of his passing. Each and every one of you for all of the support and help that you've been offering, and this tribute that you put together means a whole lot. And I know that Josh would be so ecstatic and honored to see just how much his ADD family love him. On behalf of Jay and our entire family, I would like to express our most sincere gratitude to All Deaf Digital and all of his followers. You know, the amount of love, the overpouring of support, the tributes, the posts, the comments, the inboxes even. I've tried to respond to as many people as I could, but it's definitely, he would be totally honored in the way that you all have honored him. Again, thank you for the beautiful tributes, the posts, the comments, the love offerings. He was truly blessed to be surrounded by so much love while he was here on earth, and this is just a true testament to the beauty of his spirit and his light that will shine on. Once again, thank you on behalf of JayWheelzz and his entire family.
Oh, man.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us for this tribute to JayWheelzz. If you can, find it in your heart, bless his family. Make sure you hit up that Cash App, JayWheelzz Memorial, and that's wheels with 2 Z's. We really appreciate that. Help his family out if you can. You guys, before we get out of here, we just want to give Jay one final send off. And Brent, your mic is messing up a little bit. So
Turn that ghetto shit off. Looking like you be cooking cereal in that little kitchen you got.
Looking like a fake Tupac.
Fried flakes. Flakes. Y'all want some fried flakes? Like blood cuz. That's right. Yeah.
How we doing this? How we doing this? We going one at a time? Just one roll?
Y'all go ahead. This is our final send off to you, JayWheelzz. If you're listening and watching us on Heaven YouTube, we just want to say we miss you. We thank you for blessing us with your gift and your talent. You know, I remember him saying, like, thank you so much for giving me a chance, but I want to say no, thank you for blessing us and being on Roast Me.
Yeah, definitely.
And I hope you're rolling off into heaven and just smiling down on us.
Okay, I wish I saw his face when he first saw that staircase to heaven. He was probably just
That's funny.
He probably got to get up off the wheelchair and walk and was like, oh, shoot.
Oh, shit. I don't need this no.
Like, you don't got to live like this no more.
Hell nah. Hey, Jay, I'm talking to you up there, man. Hey, man, stay away from Luther Vandross, man. I'm not sure you can trust him with your back turned. He might try to sniff your wheelchair seat when you get up, man. When you're not looking. Also, man, I need you to holler at Madam C.J. Walker for me. Let her know her dream has been realized, even though she missed out on the edge control boom. Her legacy lives on through people like John Cena. Also, I want you to ask God for me, Jay, how the hell David Lucas could lose 100 pounds but still weigh 300 pounds? Ask God that for me, Jay. I love you, boy.
Oh, man, bro.
And Jay, if you got any of them tennis shoes, Craig needs some, Billy needs some. They try hurting out here, so if you can ship them some of your old shoes, we know they fresh.
Thank you, Big Worm. We love you. We love you Friday. Playing with my money is like playing with my emotions.
They smell like Journey Curl juice.
Hey, it's Medea Does Friday. Start Faith on Love. Get your tickets now. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Anybody want to swim
Brought to you by Tyler Perry.
Go ahead.
Diary of a Mad Black Man.
Diary of a real poop, a real sweet petty poo-poo.
Yeah,
she said petty poo-poo.
That's what we used to call gay dudes back in the day.
Oh, how long ago was that? It was like 1876.
What year was this? Age your mama?
She called Backhouse Massa Boy.
I didn't know what I want. I didn't know if I could say the word. Come on.
Backhouse Massa Boy.
Yeah.
John Cena looked like she put makeup on a Jason mask.
Yeah. That nigga Pat looked like an infant palm tree.
John Cena's teeth look like they watching her tongue fight. Like, back up, back up, back up.
Oh man, this is
to here look like a Jewish leprechaun right now. An Orthodox leprechaun.
I'm your lawyer. I'm your lawyer.
Hey, when Jay got to heaven, his toes woke up.
I got athlete's foot. Oh shit! I can feel it now. Hey, tell Kev to sit down. His head is blocking the reception.
They use one of Jay's wheels as a halo.
Hey man, can I?
Kev got a head like a cargo boat anchor.
I just want to pray for. Can I just say one prayer for him before we get out of here? When we get
Yeah,
out.
please.
Hell no, we don't need none of your goddamn DMX ass drug prayers.
You want to be the reverend because Kevin ain't here. Don't be trying.
Ain't nobody being a reverend. Everybody being a reverend, man. We just need to.
Okay.
We just pray for him, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just hey, man, God, we just want to thank you for brother JayWheelzz, man. Amen, bro. We just want to thank you for his legacy. We want to thank you for the people that he's touched. Amen. We're going to thank you for the people that he rode by. You know what I'm saying? We want to thank you for the people that he inspired. We want to thank you for. We want to thank you for him being him. We want to thank you for him being who he was to all of us, man. I just continually ask that you keep his family lifted up, man.
Amen.
Keep all of us here, all deaf lifted up, man. Keep the laughter together, man. And allow him to be the roast master for all of us, man. Just let us know it's going to be somebody that's going to greet us there. Somebody that's going to be there for us, bruh. I've been fighting back tears all day, you know, one, because I was looking at John Cena's face and I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry for her mama. How could she have such an ugly baby? But you know what? I'm crying a lot, bro, because I know, dog, you meant a lot to so many people, bro. You inspired all of us to be different, man. You know, you inspired to hear to keep chewing with them big ass teeth. You just keep finding ways to make miracles happen. You know, Brandon Brody, he'll never really quite be funny.
Billy, the ball hog the mic. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
That was a sneak attack.
Pray for him, man. Get sent home.
Got the mall security outfit
If
on.
you don't take that vampire Brooklyn blouse off,
Take
nigga.
that every shades of black outfit off. This nigga don't even match his microphone.
That nigga found a dress shirt with titty space in it, nigga. What the fuck you got on, nigga?
The back of that jacket is Pat's chalkboard.
Even in afterlife, Brody, bombs again.
You got a script. Hey, go raise your kids.
Around your neck. Pennsylvania Dutchman, book us
Don't get on my nerves.
We love you, Jay. God, we love you, man.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to spend with us to just bless JayWheelzz and his family. We lost a real one, but we are so grateful that you guys joined us. Please donate to his family if you can. Use that Cash App.
What's the Cash App?
It's $JayWheelzz with 2 Z's Memorial.
$JayWheelzz with 2 Z's. Man, donate to the cause, man. There's a lot of stuff going on with this that y'all don't know about yet, but his mother is fighting a good fight and she needs the support, man, because, you know, some stuff that was done incorrectly, you know what I'm saying? And so we need to help her with that, y'all. So, yeah, my bad, but.
Yes, bless the family if you can, you guys. Thank you so much. And we have some good news coming up shortly about Roast Me. So stay tuned to All Deaf. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.